What you're about to watch is one of the most intense courtroom depositions you'll see. One simple question keeps getting asked over and over, and the answers only create more confusion. Stay until the end because the final outcome completely changes how this case is remembered.
Regarding the people that complained about the contents of Noel's signs, who were those people?
I do know one of them was Janet Nickel, but I do not know who the other people are.
How did the complainers complain to you? Did they talk to you?
One of them did.
What did they say?
They said that there was a gentleman holding signs down, gave the location, that had vulgar language on them that were offensive.
Did they tell you why they thought the signs were offensive?
No.
Did they tell you what the contents of the signs were specifically, the words?
Well, I only spoke to the one gentleman, and he said there was offensive language on the signs.
And that was the only person that told you they were offended by the signs?
Other than the calls that we received that dispatched to us, I verbally only spoke to the one gentleman.
Why did you slap the signs from Noel's hands?
What am I doing?
Okay, can I see your other signs?
No, leave my seat away.
Sir, we've got a complaint of you out here holding up profanities.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't let me look at your sign, I'll take you in custody for disorderly conduct.
I'm not being disorderly.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you again. All right?
I don't consent to any searches or seizures.
Okay. This is offensive to people that are driving by. And families that are driving by.
Yes.
Yes, it's disorderly conduct.
What's the penal code?
It's disorderly conduct.
Can you read that to me?
It's disorderly conduct.
Okay.
You have your ID on you?
No.
Okay. Now you're filling the ID.
I don't have my
Put your hands right here.
As I explained earlier, one, there was an officer safety issue because I don't know what the signs are made out of or what they were. They could be used as a weapon. And secondly, we were still investigating whether a crime had been committed. And he was unwilling to show us what the other two signs or what the sign says other than what we could see.
Did you believe that Mr. Knowles had an obligation to give you those signs?
What do you mean, an obligation?
Did you have the right to see those signs?
Well, it's part of our investigation.
Did Mr. Knowles have the right to refuse showing you the signs?
Anybody can refuse anything.
Objection form.
Why did you hit the sign so hard?
Objection form.
I did not hit the signs hard.
Did you hit the signs hard?
Don't know.
Objection form.
Did you hit them softly?
Same objection.
I don't know what your definition of hard and soft is, and that was 5 years ago.
How do you define hard and soft? You can use your own definition, please.
In regards to what?
The level of force that you applied to the signs.
Objection form.
I mean, I don't know how I would describe getting a sign soft or hard.
Why didn't you use less force when touching the signs?
Objection.
I didn't know I used too much force.
Could you have used less force when touching the signs?
Objection form.
In regards to what? I mean, what was the amount of force that I used?
You said earlier that you conducted an investigation after you arrived on the scene that day with Knowles. What were the results of that investigation?
In regards to what?
Did you find anything during your investigation that caused you to arrest Knowles, that caused anyone to arrest Knowles?
Through our investigation, we determined that disorderly conduct had been committed.
How did disorderly conduct get committed?
Due to the verbiage that was on the signs, and we had received complaints.
If you received the same complaints and those signs had said something different, would Knowles have been arrested?
The same complaints and what was, because the complaint we had was, it was vulgar and offensive.
What I'm asking you is, if the complaints were the same, but the contents of the signs were different, would Knowles have been arrested?
Objection phone.
That's speculation because I don't know what verbiage you're referring to.
What if the sign said Blue Lives Matter?
How is Blue Lives? There's nothing vulgar about Blue Lives Matter. There's no profanity in Blue Lives Matter.
Are you saying that if the sign said Blue Lives Matter, Knowles would not have been arrested?
I'm telling you that based on the complaints that we received that day, a guy telling me that he was offended by the profanity and vulgar that was being used in the signs.
Objection, non-responsive. If the complaints were the same, but the sign said Blue Lives Matter, would Knowles have been arrested that day?
Objection found. There's no vulgar or profanity in in the verb or term, the verbiage or term Blue Lives Matter.
Do you think anyone that says a bad word publicly should be arrested?
No.
Why not?
Did someone complain on them, or they just out there just throwing a fit? No complaints. I mean, there's several reasons why we would not arrest someone. I mean, if nobody finds it offensive, then disorderly conduct's not met.
So if the language on the signs had not offended someone, Knowles would have been arrested, or would he not have been arrested?
So you're telling me we didn't receive any calls and nobody complained to us. Would we have arrested Knowles that day?
Correct.
No, we wouldn't not have.
How do you believe that Mr. Knowles resisted arrest?
When we went to touch him, to place his hands behind his back, he fell to the ground and rolled around, or I don't know what the term is, but allowed us to keep from obtaining his hands.
Did Knowles come into contact with you while you alleged that he resisted?
Like physically contact?
Correct.
Don't believe so.
After Knowles hit the ground, did he say anything?
I don't recall.
Did you ask him any questions?
I do not recall that either.
Did any officer ask him any questions?
Sorry, I don't remember.
What disorderly conduct do you believe Knowles committed that day of his arrest?
Using profanity at motorists passing by.
You're referring to the profanity on the signs?
No, shortly before my arrival, he, I guess, used profanity at motorists that had their windows down. And as I come up, Officer Clark's explaining that to him.
But you didn't see that or hear that.
That is correct.
Did Clark tell you what that profanity was?
He said he's already heard him using, and I don't remember the exact verbiage or terms, but I've already heard you out here cussing at motorists. I believe is how Clark worded it in the videos I'm walking up.
What specifically did Clark say to you about Knowles' prior disorderly conduct?
He was explaining it to Knowles that as I'm walking up, he's explaining it to him that, look, I've already heard you out here cussing at people.
So he was talking to Knowles, not you.
That is correct.
Did any motorists complain about the prior alleged profanities that Knowles said before you arrived?
Well, the one gentleman told me about the signs, and regarding what the people in 911 called in about, I do not recall that.
So every complaint that you received was about the signs, is that right?
That I'm not aware of. I don't know what the people that called or the verbiage used when dispatch gave us the call, if it was about the signs or if it was about language.
So you can't remember if anyone complained about verbal language and you didn't hear any allegedly profane verbal language from Knowles at the scene.
I did not hear it, but I heard Clark explaining to Knowles that he has already witnessed it or observed it himself.
Do you know anything about any actual allegedly profane verbal statements that Knowles made?
From Officer Clark, yes.
What was the language that Officer Clark told you he used?
I don't remember exactly what it was.
What do you remember that Clark told you?
Clark didn't tell me anything. I heard it as I was walking up.
As you sit here today, you cannot give me one allegedly profane verbal statement that Knowles made. Is that correct?
I know he made them, but you're asking me for specifically what he said, and I don't know what that is. It's on video. It's in a report.
What is on video?
Where Officer Clark is explaining to Winston, I've already heard you cussing a motorist or using profanities or vulgarities, or I don't know the exact term, but Clark is explaining to Winston Knowles as I'm walking up what has occurred.
Did you ask Clark what he means?
No, I did not.
So you don't know what profanities Knowles said?
Verbatim, no, I do not.
Do you know one word of profanity that Knowles said?
No, I do not.
And you are not aware of any person that was offended by what Knowles said?
No.
Was anybody offended by the contents of those signs?
The gentleman that flagged us down there on Main Street, and there were some callers that called in that were either offended by his language or what was on the signs.
Did they say that they were offended specifically?
That I do not recall.
Did they use the word offended?
That I do not recall.
Did they use the word upset?
That I do not recall.
Do you know any specific words that any person complaining about Winston Knowles said?
No, I do not.
Were you offended by what Winston Knowles said?
No.
Were you offended by the contents of his signs?
No.
Why did you think they were offensive?
I didn't think they were offensive.
So why did you arrest them?
He was arrested. He was arrested because people had either called 911 or flagged us down about a gentleman that had offensive signs, and obviously Clark observed him using offensive language while he was there.
If Knowles said the draft, would you have arrested him?
Objection, flaw.
Directly to me or to who?
To anyone.
If they were offended about it, yes.
So are you saying that if anyone said anything offensive to anyone, you would arrest them?
I don't think certain terms, just because you're offended by them, does not constitute that. But when you have vulgarities or profanities in there, yes, I believe it is.
So you would arrest somebody if a citizen complained about vulgarities?
Objection, flaw.
So if a citizen made the police department or dispatch aware that they had used profanities or vulgarities and were offended, would I arrest someone?
That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
How many people would you say you arrest in a year?
Have no clue.
You can't tell me an average number of people that you arrest every year?
That is correct. I have absolutely no clue.
How long have you been a police officer?
15 years now? 16 years?
And you have no idea how many people you arrest per year.
Objection, flaw.
Sir, I don't keep up with statistics like that. I don't have a clue how many tickets I write a year.
Have you arrested more than 5 people in your career?
I believe that would be an accurate statement.
Have you observed more than 10 arrests in your career?
I'd probably say I have observed more than 10 arrests in my career.
Have you observed more than 15 arrests in your career?
I'd probably say that's an accurate statement.
How about more than 20?
I could probably say that's an accurate statement. Over 15 years, yeah, I've observed more than 20 people get arrested.
Have you observed more than 25?
That I don't know.
Have you observed more than 30 arrests in your career?
I don't know.
Do you remember any specific details about your training regarding First Amendment rights?
No, I do not.
Are you saying that you don't remember one word from your training regarding First Amendment rights?
Objection.
That is correct.
Are you sure that the First Amendment related training occurred?
We went over the elements of the Constitution, and I believe the First Amendment is part of the Constitution.
But specifically the First Amendment, you don't remember.
Correct.
Do you remember how long you spent studying constitutional rights?
No, I do not.
Have you had any training related to constitutional rights since you became an officer?
I do not recall.
Have you had any training at all since you became an officer?
Yes.
What topics have you been trained on since you became an officer?
I don't recall all of them.
Name one.
Accident investigation.
Anything else?
I'm sure there's others.
Where did you receive the training regarding constitutional rights in 2007?
As when I was in the police academy, is that what you're referring to?
I'm referring to the training that you referred to, that you received in 2007 regarding First Amendment rights. And who trained you in constitutional rights?
Could not tell you.
Because you don't remember?
You're asking for the instructor's name? No, I do not remember the instructor's name.
How many hours did you spend studying constitutional rights?
Do not recall.
Do you remember anything about the protections provided to citizens by the First Amendment?
No, I do not.
Are you aware that the First Amendment gives citizens what's known as the freedom of speech? Have you heard of the freedom of speech?
I have.
What do you think that means?
Interpretations are a dime a dozen, but basically someone can speak freely.
Does the First Amendment protect a person from being arrested because of what they say?
Objection. Form calls for legal conclusion.
Do I answer it? Answer. I think at times it may.
Has the police department provided you with any subsequent training on constitutional rights since you've been an active officer?
I do not recall.
Have you received any training, guidance, or instruction regarding First Amendment rights while you've been a police officer?
Objection. Form.
In the police academy, I know we went over the constitutional rights.
But anything since then?
I do not recall.
Have you ever arrested anybody because they said something?
I do not recall.
Are you saying that in your entire career that you cannot remember one time that you arrested somebody because of a statement they made?
Objection.
That is correct.
You said that a few days ago, you were able to review the dash cam video of this arrest.
That is correct.
Did you watch the full video?
Of who's recording?
Your dash cam recording.
I watched the first few minutes until Mr. Knowles was placed in the handcuffs.
And just like that, this long legal battle came to an end. Hours of testimony, countless questions, and every answer helped build the bigger picture. Whether you agree with the outcome or not, this case is a reminder that every word spoken under oath can matter. Let me know below, What was the most surprising moment for you?
You know what the final results of this case was for Mr. Knowles?
I do not.
Do you know if he got convicted of a crime?
I do not.